It's the Kathy Romano Show on B101. Today's guest is a stand-up comedian whose Southern charm has taken the comedy world by storm. She's got a new stand-up special, Unspeakable Things, on Netflix. Her sitcom, Leanne, has recently been picked up for a second season, and she has just completed her national 150-city tour, just getting started. Please welcome Leanne Morgan. Good morning, Leanne.
Good morning, my darling. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on. I just have to let you know that our afternoon DJ actually came in again early this morning to sit in on this interview because he's watched your special and he loves you. So I watched a bit of the Netflix special. Bill also watched it. It's available now on Netflix. You talk about your latest movie role with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell in that special. That had to have been an amazing experience.
Honey, it was like summer camp. Can you imagine Will Ferrell and then Reese Scovel and Jack McBrayer? When I think about Meredith Hagner, all the people in it, and then Celia, who plays my mother in my sitcom, she played my mother in the movie. Mm-hmm. We had a ball and laughed until we were weak. And in the special, you know, I talk about my being in the movie. Honey, I ate too much crafty and my ankle swelled. And they had to put an extra hole in the strap of my sandal. So I'm not too Hollywood, let me say that. Y'all, let me tell you real quick that one of my last stops on this last tour, I just wrapped it like 3 weeks ago, was in Philadelphia.
Oh, where did you perform in Philadelphia?
Oh, my Lord, y'all. What would have been...
That's okay.
Oh, shoot. Well, it was a big theater, like probably 3,000 seats, something like that.
Was it the Met?
No. It was not the Met.
Could have been the Tower Theater?
Y'all, I'm a loon, and I don't know. But
okay, it's okay.
I did Philadelphia. I was near the Liberty Bell.
Okay.
I think. And I got to see where Ben Franklin's grave was.
A little American history.
Oh, so you did you do a little tour while you were here?
I did 3 shows while I was there, and I didn't have a lot of time, but the man that was my runner to take me back and forth to the theater kind of took me around and showed me some places, that angel. And then I ate some wonderful food and had a ball.
Well, and you know what? It's okay that you don't remember some of these things because you just completed a national tour. You've got to be exhausted.
Yeah, girl. I was. And then I went straight to press. I did a week in New York on the Today Show with Jenna and Jimmy Fallon and all these to talk about this Netflix special. And I have not slowed down since. And it is all, honey, more than I ever dreamed of.
Wow.
It is crazy. And my special, Unspeakable Things, went to #1 on Netflix. It's in the top 10 now.
And it is hilarious. And in it,
Thank
Chuck
you.
Morgan is brought up a lot, your husband. How much do you have to clear with him? Do you go over the jokes first?
I do. I do tell Chuck Morgan what I'm going to say. And he's the one that said, tell him about the time I got arrested. Well, I'm telling y'all, he wants me to talk about him. And I'm making him a Hollywood career. Thank you. He's going to be a household name. But my mama, let me tell y'all, because people go, why do you call him his full name? I either call him Chuckina, which is kind of a pet name. Honey, he's a big, grumpy, introverted man. So I think it's funny that I call him Chuckina. And then I call him Chuck Morgan because my little mama has always called my daddy Jimmy Fletcher. And she'll go, Jimmy Fletcher, what do you want to drink with supper? You know, and so
right.
I don't know. It's just always been in our family to call a man by his full name.
Yeah, that's funny.
But he's been out here blowing leaves while I was trying to do radio interviews. So, yeah, he's around. He's lurking. He better watch it.
Wait, Leanne, I just looked. I think you were at the Miller Theater.
Miller Theater.
Miller Theater.
Yes.
Yes. And I had a ball, and I sold out all of them. And thank everybody for that for me, because that was the last 2. I went to Philadelphia and Boston, and it ended on such a wonderful note, that tour. And it's because of y'all in Philadelphia and Boston. Thank you, my angel.
It's the Kathy Romano Show on B101. We're talking this morning to comedian Leanne Morgan. Her stand-up special, Unspeakable Things, is available now on Netflix. Leanne, do you prefer movies over stand-up or stand-up over movies?
Honey, I like stand-up. That is my love. And I've enjoyed doing the sitcom, and that scared me to death, and the movie scared me to death. Y'all, I just don't have that much experience with that. This just didn't hit. I mean, I was in my early 50s when this thing happened, and I was about to quit. I've been doing stand-up for 25 years. I could not get arrested for 20 years. Nobody cared. And then all of a sudden, I'm in all these big things. And it was intimidating. But the sitcom, it took me a few weeks, and then I thought, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can do it. I think I can learn a script every week. I think I can learn this camera blocking. But my love and what I'm most comfortable doing is stand-up.
Well, you know what, Leanne? That's really inspiring because I started a new job here at the radio station. And at first I thought, oh, I'm starting over. How is this going to go? But really, there are people who are in later years reinventing themselves, reinventing their careers.
Yes, my darling, and it makes sense to me. I mean, I feel like if I'd been in my 20s or 30s when this happened, one, I'd end up on dope. Two, I didn't have enough sense to get out of the ring. What would have happened to me? I don't know, y'all. I just think at 60 years old, I'm smarter than I've ever been. I'm wiser. I'm better at my craft, because I've done it for 25 years. I just can't imagine why everybody doesn't start over, try something new at this age, because I think it's the best time.
So, Leanne, I have a question too.
Okay, my darling.
I found you originally from TikTok, and it was all your stand-up that you were doing. I fell in love with you. Did you ever expect something like social media and TikTok to have such an effect on it? Did you intentionally use social media for that, or did it just come about?
Honey, yes. Okay, let me tell you, y'all. Because I was a mama with 3 little children when I got started, and back in the day, Comedy Central was booming. Nobody wanted me on Comedy Central. I would get invited every once in a while to Just for Laughs at Montreal, but I really was an outsider. And then I really got discouraged. Told Chuck Morgan, maybe I should open up a hardware store, and he said, "You've lost your mind." And then I was watching. I've always been a fan of Jim Gaffigan. And Nate Bargatze's a good friend of mine, and I was watching what they were doing, and I thought they've got social media people, and I got to thinking, comedy clubs used to advertise for us in the newspaper if you were coming to a club, and they quit doing that, and I thought, how are people even going to know who I am? So I took a big risk, and I really didn't have the money, and I put money into these young guys that knew how to do social media, and that's when I blew up. They put video clips out, and that I could have never edited, and then this is when it happened. So that changed my life. Thank goodness for social media.
That's great. You mentioned Nate Bargatze and Jim Gaffigan. As a female comedian, though, who were some of your female inspirations?
Y'all, I go back. I mean, I remember watching Phyllis Diller on TV and losing my mind. And then Joan Rivers. And I remember when Ellen came on the scene, and she, her first hour or 10 minutes or whatever she did on the Tonight Show blew me away. Roseanne. Anybody that Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, I love Saturday Night Live, Gilda Radner. I mean, I could go back to all those kind of even old school. Mary Tyler Moore, having a sitcom, because that was my dream, y'all. I wanted to do stand up, and I wanted to have my own sitcom. To me, that was success. As
far as like the entertainment industry, it's the bravest thing you can do is go up there by yourself and entertain people. It really is.
Oh, you angel. Well, and I've been a ham. When I was little, I needed a lot of attention. There's something about comedians. We need therapy and attention. I heard Louis Anderson one time say, "If you knew what went on in my mind, you would take off running."
Wow.
Leanne, thank you so much for joining us on the Kathy Romano Show on B101 in Philadelphia. Leanne's stand-up special is available now on Netflix, Unspeakable Things, and it's right in your face. As soon as you go to Netflix, it's right there, Leanne. It's the first thing.
It is brilliant.
Well, y'all, thank y'all so much.
Leanne, thank you, and try to get some rest.
All right, girl. I will. I got on a sleep mask after this is over. All right. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
If you missed any part of Leanne's interview, it will be available on our website. Just go to b101philly.com/Kathy.